A new trend is gaining traction among young people in China to do nothing in life and sustain one's existence at a minimal level. But the Chinese regime was quick to denounce it. What's behind this phenomenon?
Among China's young people in their 20s and 30s, a saying is quickly gaining popularity and trending on social media. That is lie-flatism. Some Chinese netizens also call it the do-nothing approach, or the lie-down movement. The term originated from a post on a popular Chinese online forum, and the forum has since removed the post. The term means lowering one's temptations to a minimum, not working, not buying real estate, not going shopping, not getting married, and not having kids, only sustaining one's existence at a minimal level. It reflects a lifestyle and an attitude to life. People following the idea say they don't want to be slaves of money. A Chinese netizen agrees, saying, no matter how hard you work, you cannot get rich. You are merely a tool that other people use and discard when it's worn out. Think it over. Indeed, we don't need to be so tired. Another says, the greatest devaluation in our society is not the devaluation of currency, but the devaluation of your efforts. This is the most desperate. A comment pinpoints the root cause of the movement, saying to lie flat reflects a person's extreme disappointment in the future and extreme despair in a lack of social justice. He then adds, the gap between the rich and the poor is getting wider and wider. There are 600 million Chinese with a monthly income of under $150, so they have to control their temptations and lie flat. A Chinese official said at a forum earlier this year that China's income gap is still large. Around 720 million Chinese earn less than $300 a month. A 2019 report from the Shanghai Academy of Social Sciences reveals the heavy burden on families that want to raise a child. The report says families in some areas in Shanghai with annual incomes under $8,000 spend over 70% of their earnings on the child, usually until the child turns 15. As the do-nothing approach gains popularity, the Chinese Communist regime started to take notice. A Chinese media mildly warned that if this lie-flatism becomes popular among young people, it will turn into a force of resistance and challenge the existing social structure. Beijing began to adopt a harder stance as the trend grew in popularity. A CCP mouthpiece warned, saying it's obvious those followers of lie-flatism will do much harm to our economic and social development. We should be aware. Another CCP mouthpiece criticized the trend as shameful, saying it lacks a sense of justice. Soon after, other Chinese state-owned media started to say, you can accept your fate, but cannot lie flat. U.S.-based news commentator Shi Shan tries to explain what Beijing means by it.
You may accept your fate as it is, but if you want to lie flat and not work, it's absolutely not permitted.
Shi says the choice to lie flat and stay away from pressure is very personal. It's nothing political. But if the communist regime starts to criticize it and even suppress the trend, they make it very, very political.